And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Field of Glory Empires, continuing our Roman game, where I think we might declare war on Carthage. Actually, we'll give this fleet one turn to recover. Apparently, we're not defeating it enough. As is. So we're going to cross to get better food on the other side. But yeah, we're going to give the fleet one more turn to recover before we declare on Carthage, but we're going to start a war with Carthage soon. Could get amphitheater here for money, culture. But line expansion with the extra slots probably what we want. Though that is a really good glassworks. But yeah, no, we're growing line expansion. Glassworks is tempting, but not tempting enough. There we go. That'll finish the next turn. It'll give us more buildings to build. And here we don't even need anyone to actually build anything. So we're just going to take the infrastructure down to 0 to increase the likelihood that we get a op to build something with next turn. $68. 66, close enough. Yeah, 700 food. That hopefully gets growth going. 6, 4. Yeah, 1 definitely in the capital itself. Rome. Latium. Province of Rome. No idea what we're going to build, just because that's going to be very probabilistic on what comes up. Work on the academy here. We can definitely reduce revenue generation a little bit. Revenue is up. To accelerate the academy production. Which actually will finish now. So supposedly the academy's finishing. Backslide a little bit more. The way around. Wanted to finish, but we don't want extra money. Or don't want extra production. That's about right, actually. 3 open building slots here. That provides decadence for fighting 16 culture. Not super strong, so if we need loyalty, that would be great. Blacksmith, so we can get tools from the tool manufacturer, yes. Definitely what we want to do. Next one over. Don't need the salt mine that bad. Might. Well, no. To get growth going a little bit, let's pick up this whole house. Let's pick some health up. But I might do a reroll there, but. And monument. And it finishes all of that without taking anyone off of food or money, so we'll leave it as is. Preceptor house. If anything, we can probably take people off of production here. Yeah, we only need like 40 production. Take 80 off. Take another 40 off. Like so. Yeah. Legion Camp Mill. We'll solo roll this mill. Don't need to futz to speed it up. And we got 2 slots here. Actually, I might go back and speed up the mill then. We'll see how the stuff looks. It's a big spinning mill, so we'll do that. Limes, and then... Oh, you can't quite go where you want to go, because there's a blizzard this turn. RNG did not appreciate me. Okay, so if we want skirmishers, we actually really want the skirmishers to run all the way over there for the next match. They might not get there before the war starts, in which case they might get intercepted by the navy of the Carthaginians, but we'll see. Grab another 6 of those. That'll be for the last army. And then assuming they all get to where they're going, that'll be enough Gallic skirmishers for a while. Not Gallic, Balearic slingers for a while. Five building slots here. Could do the well. Could do Wheelmaker as well. We'll do Wheelmaker. At some point we'll do something that'll actually import some wood, which make the Wheelmaker better. Decent Scriptorium. Not a bad theater. And okay, everyone's working in that zone. An open slot here. We do have more food being produced here, so we can take you off of food. Would be a bad place to export fish from, I suppose. Let's go for the fishery. Here, granary would not be bad. Okay. That's all the provinces with tasks assigned to them. Invasions going on there. Waiting for these units over here to regenerate. So yeah, I think accelerating that mill is actually the way to go here. See how much acceleration we can get by reducing income by about 200. Okay, and then that's done. There we go. Yep. Okay. Good to see. And then first in that category. First in that category. First in that category, and first in that category. So in theory, we're making the most legacy points. Let's cycle the turn. Yeah, cycle the turn, and we'll see how everything goes. There we go. We're gonna skip that because we know we're gonna win that fight. That's a little bit more questionable whether we're gonna win. Hello, enemy army. Battle ended in draw. We did kill one of their guys. Oh, there we go. And that's the objective we had on them, so we should get another objective. We'll see at the beginning of the turn whether it's actually on Carthage or not. And of course we just got another 10 turns of Golden Age. Okay, so Carthage actually declared on me. So we're at war with Carthage. Okay, no more delays. We're at war with Carthage. Carthage declared on us. Okay, you go siege that fort. You go siege that fort. Fleet, go over there and blockade. You go siege that fort, or yeah, go siege that fort. We're going to continue the offensive over here. So you go to there. You go to there. And while you're marching, do the good old-fashioned fortify the lands behind you. So we don't need to... Oh, well, we can't some Rome campsite. It's not going to be too bad. You go there. You're trying to attach to that one. Fleets out, fleets out. There's all that moving. I think we got paved roads everywhere down here. Oh, no, you don't. But you're not eligible for it. Paved road, and you're not eligible for it. Oops, that wasn't what I was trying to click. Paved road, paved road. You're not eligible for it. Oh, you'd be eligible for it. So let's send you over to try upgrading that one. Okay, we got lots of potential construction sites. Perfumery would be net money making. We don't necessarily need the loyalty from the culture district. Extra stonecutter would be... Yeah, let's go expert stonecutter there. The bank. Bank or the noble guards? Do you want culture or do you want money? I think we want money so we can have less desire to put guys on money production. And the spinning mill. Not quite enough to get them down to one turn. Let's see if we do another one, if that does it. Yeah, everything's down to one turn at that point. What subs do we have? Not really. Put you on money, try to raise the income. Because to be fair, I think the war starting with Carthage has raised, reduced our trade. Palatial Guard. Legacy increase. And the constant patrols is that they round up semi-willing citizens of the army, and even more if they contribute wine or coins for this purpose, yes. Candle shop or gladiator school. I think we're going to go with candle shop. That should mean that that place can build, upgrade the regional road to paved. Blacksmith, so we can potentially upgrade that to tools shop later, would be great. The palatial guard is probably reasonably expensive, so we probably need to swap everyone over to production if we want it to finish in a turn. And even that might not get it to finish in a turn. Because we have multiple productions going on. Yeah, no, but we'll be able to calm down a lot more in the next turn and get it to still finish. Only one thing to build. We don't need the loyalty from that racing track, though. The money's tempting. Not a big bonus from the builder hole here. You know, 36 money. We'll eat the decadence and grab the loyalty effect early here. And we'll slow it down a little bit, because I don't need quite that many people on production to finish it. Oh no, we need some of them, apparently. There we go. Now we'll finish. Lots to build, lots of money to make. Street power, more money, more culture. Roof the port. And here, we do have a lot of people to convert, so we'll actually upgrade the temple. One empty building slot. Crafting district. And then I'll finish it. Cool. Everything else there on money. We want more money, so we're gonna put a lot on money here. Not necessarily the best province for it, but it's good in the fact that we don't really have a lot of construction we want to do here, apparently. And there we go. So the region's still infrastructure positive. We'll see if it grows over the turn. One open slot there. Can I show for the money? Or smokehouse for growth? Let's go smokehouse for growth. You want how much more? About 25 more? So like 3 or 4 guys. Guys. There we go. Smokehouse will finish. Lots of slots down here. We'll go goal site, conversion rate, and culture is not bad. Not that desperate to gain access to tier 3, otherwise we could take the pleasure house. We'll, you know, we'll go with the physician's house. Get the region growing a little faster. Street poller. That's all the construction. Okay. Troops are moving, troops are moving, troops are moving, troops and boats moving. All good to see. Let's go blockade the Sardinia port so we can overrun that garrison faster. Yep. I think that's the movement for the turn. No colonies to bolster. No arts of the siege to deploy. Let's just move the turn. Okay, we got the superior army here. Apparently I accidentally ordered a storming of the city. That wasn't what I intended. Okay, it worked. We stormed the city. Wasn't my intent, but we did it. That's 3 units, so that's just gonna work. I think that's a field armory. Yeah, that's just a regular field armory running into. Getting clapped, getting destroyed. And I think this should be a reasonable fight for us. Yeah. Oh, they managed to somehow get behind us Even with me building the Roman fort, they somehow got the fort to fall immediately. Okay. Tone. Few clauses. We give you slingers, you give and metal, which is fine. Give us money. Okay, fine. Honestly, right now I don't have any... Like, we want the province, but we don't necessarily need most of their stuff. Are they willing to give me their... that region? 37% chance. Sure. We'll offer it. You go there while public working and Roman camp as you go. These guys will go there while public working and Roman camping as they go. And yeah, I accidentally ordered these guys to storm, so they're short 2 legionnaires. Which is a big whoops. Just grab some replacements. And the siege will be quick, it says. Same as their siege will be quick. Fleets are moving, slingers are moving. We'll see if any of the slingers get intercepted. All works Roman camp. Paved road. Palace guard finish next turn. Oh, and I apparently didn't leave enough people to make food. Or the food production went down or something. Okay, so the region at least food positive until we come back through to double check. That's a decent street polar, so we'll grab the street polar. We don't need the loyalty from that gladiator school. That's an okay perfumery. Yeah, we'll do the okay perfumery. And, oh, we do need a little bit more construction here. Say a little bit more. Apparently we need a little over 100 something, so a lot more. Oh, that's not even enough. Oh, that's almost enough. That might be enough once we take these guys with food. No. So close. So we're like 2 production short. Okay, Palace. Well, it's basically where we're kind of Palace Guard as well. So Palace Guard, we need 55. It's the only thing being built. So a lot of stuff just gets shoved over on the food, I suppose. Keep the capital growing. Capital region growing. Nope, need a little bit more than that. Yeah, close enough. Okay, this is a region where we're, well, actually, this is another region where we probably want to grow. So we just take everyone off, all the surplus production off and swap it on food. Crank that food production up. Military update. Administrative burden. Yeah, okay. Money is one of the things it's the easiest to sort of stockpile in bulk. $33 is about right. There we go. Yeah, bunch of growth. Hopefully we'll see some of these provinces expand. So apparently the best I'm seeing is like 2. So we might not actually see any building slots next turn. 3 to build here. Grab the temple. Delicacy shop. Look with the tavern for the extra loyalty. Upgrade the port. One open slot here. Now, that's not a particularly great scriptorum, but it's a usable scriptorum. Where do I want the blacksmiths or try to upgrade to tool manufacturer? Well, the tool manufacturer is going to be a tier 2 building, so we'll do the scriptorum. Preceptor house. Nothing to build here. So do we need to, well, I don't need to, but I'm going to. Swap the infrastructure over to other stuff. And then do we have any of the lone ones? Yeah. So I think you're the biggest ones. You're probably going to have it as the capital. Yeah, you're the biggest one of the 4. Land expansion. We had you working food earlier. You don't need to be working food quite so aggressively, though apparently you still do need food because of production malices. Well, we can get that going a little bit. Similar here. Going a little bit better. You finished. Yeah, Preceptor House doesn't sound like a bad idea. That's where that one's going to stop. So we don't have enough infrastructure to actually start moving in the Preceptor House, but in the queue. Some conversion rate. Build the courthouse. Oration Tribune. Okay. So yeah, the offensive against Carthage I think is going well. We're going to bolster colony with nowhere to play it. We're going to build harbor. Which we will use to build up one of the harbors. Could get some naval support. We'll play naval support there. We might try to storm that fort if everything goes well. And then Art of the Siege. Art of the Siege. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Let's see if those all go well. Oh, Carthage is attacking us in the open. Battle ended in a draw. Not really good for us. All things considered. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I think that one's going in our favor. Yeah, pursued. Okay, so we're not negotiating their surrender. We're forcing an unconditional one on them. And we dropped 5 tiers from all the decadence growing. But we're still in the progressing tier. The war is going reasonably well. And our sieges ended. Okay, I didn't expect the sieges to end so quickly. Three turns to get over there, which is a little slow, but it's what we're gonna have to accept. Well, there is a wall there, I was about to say. There's no wall, we'd just be there and back real quickly, but... Can we... Okay, we can in theory land this turn if we go straight there. So that's what we'll try to do. Where are our objectives? Got 4 all on Carthage. 1, 2, 3... Where is the 4th? Oh, Carthage did manage to reestablish some territory over there. But yeah, I'm seeing 3 of the 4. Not quite sure where the 4th one is, but they're all in Carthage. Oh, there it is, over in Cyrenia. Okay, so we'll try to take that one. And obviously, as you leave, please build our own camp in your wake. Similarly here. I'm going to start working... No, I think we're going to work over to the coast. We're going to break off their line connection. And work some Rome camp. Province-wise... Yeah, we got a little bit of weird set of territory here where we don't have enough to make a province out of anything. Thought I queued you up as a province, but apparently screwed it up somehow. And we're still fishing for the irrigation canals here. Because I think it was the Grand Observatory? It was like the Grand Observatory Academy or something, was just too valuable. Too valuable. Yeah, it was the Grand Observatory. The Grand Observatory is just too valuable. So where's your refresh here? Because we know what we want, and yep. And you need 1 production. Yeah, you need like 1 production. So we're just gonna put everyone over to food. Get growth going. With the exception of 1 person on money. I want to put a little bit more on money. A little bit more on money. I'm gonna be at like 2,000 income. Close enough. Oops. Does still need to be positive. Production. Needs 1 production. Yep, there we go. 1 production. Purity finishes. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up that one. So we've got one building slot open in Talia Superior. Don't need to be a pleasure house. Got a couple nice military buildings that could come up. Could do the spinning mill for a bunch of money. Though that's not a particularly great set of money. Could also do sanitation. Yeah, let's do sanitation. We'll start fishing to get up to tier 3 health buildings. Which will refund the sanitation cost when I do public sewer. And how much do we need? Most of that? That'll work. A little more food. 2 open building slots here. Sure, we'll give the Potter Workshop a spin. And Gold Side's decent culture at least. Yeah. There we go. Everything's finishing in one turn there. Oh, Noble District without anything to get more culture is not super great. It's a decent fare. Yeah, that's a decent fare. $15 from the scriptorium's not bad. Irrigation system. Upgraded the papyrus. The irrigation tiles would not be too bad. Granted, that is going to require us having more food production, I suppose. No, we don't really need right now. We'll grab the barracks. Technically we need to get up to 6 military buildings, I think, to get what I want from there, but barracks is the same sort of right direction I want to go. We want the Preceptor House to build faster, I suppose, so let's actually reduce food production at speed of the Preceptor House that way. 3 turns. Two turns. Still 2 turns. Almost there. There we go. Reduce the income a little bit, which is fine. Couple places to build here. Commercial port for extra trade range is always nice. Yeah, we'll go to the tavern here. That'll upgrade, give us access to tier 3 culture. Or tier 2 culture. And the new place. Culture cult site to start them converting. Food positive. And okay, we won't finish the server, we'll finish the cult site, and I'll help at least to start converting the Carthaginians we're getting hold of. Should be able to pave those roads now, so we'll send the guy over to pave it. And I have you ready for paving. You can at least Roman camp the limes. Okay. And I think that's all the armies on the move. Did we get all the... Okay, there's a couple minor territories we need to deal with. Dune Storm. Nothing we can do to get rid of that one, sadly. Just the horrors of the desert, basically. Okay. Eroded soil we can work with prospect for resources. Work a little bit better. Can feed everyone. If you can't, do some production. Okay. No order the siege. No bolster colony. Okay. Let's go ahead and cycle the turn. I think this will probably be the last end turn of this part, and probably the last end turn of the stream. So if you're watching YouTube, we'll probably have another part up for you by tomorrow, because that's just how our recording sessions are going at the moment. Oh, those forts didn't hold up. Apparently the Carthaginians, like, stormed them or something. Not that they were super valuable to begin with, so the Carthaginians have those bad places. Yeah, so we got our objective under siege. Got our objective under siege. Got someone going over to the Baleares. Go for that objective. Slowly working in on Tunis. See how our objectives go. Yeah. So, war could be going better. I'll say that. The war could be going better. Decadence ratio is still saying at 1.5-ish, which is apparently competitive enough to keep us in the progressing tier. Legacy-wise, we are now reliably making more than everyone else. In fact, we're making about 50% more than the next at this point. And that's regions, structures, objectives, government. We're just doing everything a little bit better than everyone else. And then what? We're getting... do we get more legacy for having a golden age going? That would make sense. Empire Golden Age. Culture... No, we don't get extra legacy. Though we get decadence from conquest is reduced, so we're attacking. That makes sense. And straight culture's going up. So decadence is going up, but culture is also going up. So one of the places we get legacy from is accumulated culture gives us legacy points. If you can break over some breakpoints. So I think it's 1,000, 5,000, 15,000. 15,000 is where it goes to plus 3. Don't think we have anywhere there yet, though. So you can see in Rome, it's not going to take very long. I think Rome's going to be there in 5 turns. And then some places are also catching up. You're going 367 a turn. Yeah, we'll be getting more legacy points. Mostly finished up here in Gaul for the moment. Weirdly, the Belgae declared on us and are getting absolutely pasted. Carthage is declared on us. Carthage isn't getting absolute. Well, Carthage is losing naval positions and taking over territory I've recently taken over, but apparently didn't get the fortification up in time. Roman camps aren't the most hardened, I suppose. After some foul play and unended actions, conquered a good place, I think. Yeah, so I think Carthage just sent the troops in and attacked or something. But yeah, we're laying seeds that objective, that objective. We got one guy for a third objective. At some point we'll push in on Carthage itself. Carthage, at least being a city, means we're going to siege it, not have to fight the garrison. Because a pitched field battle with the garrison might actually be a bit scary. Venetian Foot and Sacred Band. Got some interesting places in here. Large wall, coastal fortress. So it's actually our naval units are going to take damage trying to support the siege, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for the moment, I think we're doing really well. As is obviously the case, we're pushing population growth more and more and more just to make up for the fact that we now need it for new building slots. The capital of Latium itself is up to 24 population. Apparently going to grow up to 25 in the next turn at the current rate. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end for this one. So we'll go ahead and do a quick stream save. And hope you've all been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. Probably because we'll get around to recording it. Just recorded 5 parts, and I believe we're 1 part ahead. So that does give me a little bit of breathing room to do the next recording for you before we run out of bits. If you're watching on Twitch, hope you've been enjoying. We'll be returning to stream this in 5 days. Assuming no delays come up. At this point, I'm not expecting any delays. So until the next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. And bye for now.